Hey YouTube, how you doing? Big E here. How's everything? We're not doing a movie review today. I've been doing videos in a few months. I've been really busy with things and been driving around town and everything in my truck and just taking care of business with a few things um and I was recently on vacation and I lost my grandmother too recently. May she rest in peace. And today I'm doing speaking of passing away, I'm doing a tribute to one of my favorite icons of all time. If you are familiar with the popular daytime CBS game show The Price is Right, longtime host Bob Barker has passed away at the age of 99. Yeah, I got the news yesterday that he passed away. It was old age, natural causes. My family really loved The Price is Right. My late father and my mother really loved Bob Barker. They grew up watching The Price is Right and everything with him since he debuted on The Price is Right in 1972. And my father used to watch Bob Barker way back his career, when he started his television career on a show for Truth or Consequence, called Truth or Consequences, back in 1956, by a man named Ralph Edwards. Gave him the job to be the host of Truth or Consequences on December 21st or 31st, 1956. And Bob Barker hosted that until 1975. And as I just mentioned, Bob Barker became the host of The Price is Right in 1972. And it was longtime game show creator Mark Goodson, who's created other good game shows like What's My Line, I've Got a Secret, To Tell You the Truth, Beat the Clock, Match Game, Family Feud, and of course we all know The Price is Right. Yeah. Um, yeah, he hosted it for a long time. I remember on my summers off from school, I used to watch The Price is Right sometimes daytime on CBS, and even I would watch like some of the old reruns of The Price is Right on the old game show network. Now you can stream like the old ones. Price is Right. They're currently streaming on Pluto TV with Bob Barker. They're streaming like the ones from the 80s. And they even have a Drew Carey one too. And I like Drew Carey. After Bob Barker retired from hosting The Price is Right in 2007, he offered Drew Carey. He gave Drew Carey the job, took over since 2007 of The Price is Right as host. And I love Drew Carey. I really do love Drew Carey. And I remember me and my family used to watch him on Whose Line Is It Anyway and the Drew Carey Show on ABC. And this was like basically back when the ABC, American Broadcasting Company, when they used to have the colors. ABC's colors were black and yellow, and ABC used to go dun 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 when we used to watch shows on like Spin City, Home Improvement with Tim Allen. Yeah, and the Drew Carey Show was on at that time and everything, and that was years before he did started hosting The Price is Right. And I like Drew Carey, but he's okay. I really don't have a problem with him hosting The Price is Right. I mean, it's just, I think he's done good taking Bob Barker's place. He's done a very good job. But it's just, I kind of a little bit prefer Bob Barker more. But you know what? Bob Barker's my favorite, but you know what? Him and Drew Carey, they're both the best. I mean, Price is Right still on the air and going strong after all these years and everything. And Drew Carey, I think. Still. But after Bob Barker retired in 2007, he appeared on the show 3 times with Drew Carey. One in 2009 to promote his new book, Priceless Memories. One in 2013 to celebrate his 90th birthday. God bless him. And one in 2015 as a guest star for an April Fool's prank when now Price is Right announcer George Gray announced Drew Carey to come on stage. It was Bob Barker, and Bob Barker said he was picked by the Price is Right staff to be their April Fools that time. A lot of great memories with Bob Barker. Yeah, and I remember even he used to host the Miss USA beauty pageants, and he left that because they were gonna have the models wear fur coats over their swimsuits, and he was anti-fur, anti-leather, anti a lot of things, animal cruelty. I remember he really loved animals, and he was a vegetarian too, and that's why you would see him at the end of The Price is Right a lot of times. Sometimes he would say, "Bob Barker is saying goodbye, everybody," or he would say, "Bob Barker reminding you, help control the pet population, have your pets spayed or neutered. Goodbye, everybody." Yep. So yeah, and he was done a lot of good things for animals, and he did not like zoos, farms. I don't know, but he didn't like zoos, or not like they should not be used for like circuses, or I remember him. But he was a great host, and I was really shocked to see him passed away, especially 99 years old, and I was shocked. He was the same age Betty White was when she passed away almost 2 years ago. They both lived to be, and Bob Barker would have been 100 this December, just like Betty White passed away 3 weeks before her 100th birthday, I remember. And we've lost a couple of game show hosts I know. But I know Pat Sajak and Vanna White, they're still alive, but Pat Sajak's calling it retirement soon, and Ryan Seacrest's taking over for Wheel of Fortune. I remember Jeopardy host Alex Trebek passed away almost 3 years ago from pancreatic cancer. I did a tribute to him, and Regis Philbin we lost, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. He's gone too. He passed away 3 years back when we were in the COVID pandemic. But all I know is Bob Barker, may his legacy live on. I even remember when I seen the golf movie Happy Gilmore with Adam Sandler and Bob Barker were fighting, and he's like, "You like that, old man? You want a piece of me?" And Bob Barker's like, "I don't want a piece of you. I want the whole thing." And then they start fighting, and they go downhill, and Adam Sandler and he's like temporarily knocks Bob Barker, and he's like, "The price is wrong, bitch." And then Bob Barker grabs him and starts knocking him in the stomach, and Bob Barker's like, "Think you had enough?" He's like, Adam Sandler trying to get up. He's like, Bob Barker's like, "No," kicks him, and he's like, "Now you've had enough, bitch." Yeah. And Happy Gilmore temporarily got kicked off the golf thing, but what was causing it was Shooter McGavin, played by Christopher McDonald's character, and that guy who he caused the guy to ruin Happy Gilmore. The guy played by Joe Flaherty, the one who kept distracting him and kept going, "Jackass!" Yeah, but what a great legacy Bob Barker had, and may he rest in peace. But I know there's a lot of other game show hosts still left out. Like I know Bob Eubanks, Newlywed Game, he's still kicking. God bless him. Peter Marshall, who's original master of the Hollywood Squares, he's still kicking. And yeah, Mark Summers from Nickelodeon's Double Dare. I really loved him, but yeah, he's good too. But they're all good. Life's sad, but and I remember, yeah, just Bob Barker when his hair used to go from black to gray. I remember even seeing the reruns on the Game Show Network. He mostly had his black hair and everything. It's great memories and great pricing games, Showcase Showdown, and the showcases at the end of the show. Yeah. Alright, YouTube. Nice seeing you. Take it easy, be safe, and stay out of trouble. Peace. Rest in peace, Bob Barker. Rest in peace. And remember, help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered. Goodbye, everybody. Peace.